Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fluent Path English. I'm James.
And I'm Emily. Thanks for joining us today. You know, James, moving can be such a stressful experience.
Oh, definitely. Packing, finding a new place, and all the logistics. It can be overwhelming.
And sometimes you don't even choose to move. Your lease might end, or the landlord might sell the property.
Exactly. And that's what today's dialogue is about. A man has just learned that he has to move out because the building is being sold.
Right, and his friend is trying to support him while also dealing with a surprising request at the end.
Yes. And in today's dialogue, you'll hear useful phrases about moving, finding housing, and even some funny hesitation at the end.
Perfect. Now, let's listen to the dialogue for the first time.
Okay, that's fine. Bye.
What happened?
That's it. My lease is up. I have to move.
What? Why? Can't you renew it?
The owner apparently is selling this place to make way for the construction of a parking lot.
Well, I can help you pack. We should start looking for a new place for you ASAP.
I think I might move in with my parents for a couple of months until I can find something. You know how hard it is to find a decent place around here. I'm gonna have to put most of my stuff in storage for a while.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help out.
Actually, would you mind looking after my pet tarantula and snake for a couple of weeks?
Sure.
That was an interesting conversation. At first, it sounds like a normal situation. Someone's lease is ending and he has to move.
Yeah, and his friend jumps in right away, offering to help him pack and even look for a new place.
Exactly. But the twist comes at the end when he asks his friend to take care of his pets.
Right, and I really like how his friend responded. He said, sure, but with a big pause. It shows he wasn't very comfortable agreeing.
Yes, that hesitation really communicates reluctance. Even though he said sure, his tone shows he didn't actually want to.
That's such a natural reaction. In English, hesitation sounds like, or, and it's very common when someone is unsure.
Perfect observation. Okay, now let's take a look at some useful words and phrases from the dialogue.
All right, let's start with the phrase, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So this phrase can mean, that's the end, or there's nothing more. People use it when something is finished or when they want to emphasize a conclusion.
Yeah, and in the dialogue, when the man says, that's it, my lease is up, he means that the situation is final. He really has to move.
Exactly. All right, what's next?
Okay, the next word is lease.
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 A lease is a contract that lets you use property, like an apartment or house, for a set period of time.
Right, so in the dialogue, my lease is up. I have to move means his rental contract has ended and he can't stay.
For example, we signed a 1-year lease for our new apartment. That means they agreed to rent it for 1 year.
Now let's look at the word renew.
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 To renew means to extend something that is expiring, like a contract, membership, or lease.
Yeah, and in the dialogue, when the man's friend says, can't you renew it? He means, can't you extend your rental contract?
For example, I need to renew my passport before I travel. That means to extend its validity.
Next up, let's check the word apparently.
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 This word means it seems, or according to what I heard. It shows you're not 100% sure, but you believe it's true.
And in the dialogue, the owner apparently is selling this place. Means that's what the man has been told, even if he doesn't know all the details.
For example, apparently the store is closing early today. That means it seems to be true based on what you heard.
All right, now let's talk about the word Construction.
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 Construction means the building of something, like roads, houses, or bridges.
Right. And in the dialogue, to make way for the construction of a parking lot means the owner is selling the property, so a parking lot can be built there. By the way, a parking lot is an outdoor area for cars.
For example, the noise from the construction kept us awake all night. That means building work was happening and it was loud.
Great. Now that we've covered these phrases, let's listen to the dialogue again and hear them in action.
Okay, that's fine. Bye.
What happened?
That's it. My lease is up. I have to move.
What? Why? Can't you renew it?
The owner apparently is selling this place to make way for the construction of a parking lot.
Well, I can help you pack. We should start looking for a new place for you ASAP.
I think I might move in with my parents for a couple of months until I can find something. You know how hard it is to find a decent place around here. I'm gonna have to put most of my stuff in storage for a while.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help out.
Actually, would you mind looking after my pet tarantula and snake for a couple of weeks?
Sure.
This time, I noticed how naturally the two friends supported each other, until that surprising request at the end.
Yeah, exactly. His friend really wanted to help at first, but suddenly having to take care of a tarantula and a snake? That's a big ask.
And his long pause before answering really added to the humor. It's like his brain was screaming, "No!" but his words said, "Sure."
Right. That hesitation is such a key detail. Sometimes the way we say something is just as important as the actual words.
Absolutely. Okay, let's move on and look at the next set of phrases from this dialogue.
Okay, let's start with the phrase ASAP.
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 So, this is short for as soon as possible. People use it when something needs to be done quickly, like right away.
Exactly. And in the dialogue, we should start looking for a new place for you ASAP means they need to begin searching without delay.
For example, please call me back ASAP. That means call me back really fast.
All right, next up, the word decent.
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 So decent means good enough, acceptable, or of reasonable quality. Not amazing, but not bad either.
Yeah, and in the dialogue, hard to find a decent place around here means it's tough to find a reasonably good apartment nearby.
For example, we found a decent restaurant near the station. That means it was good and acceptable, nothing fancy. But okay.
Now let's check the word storage.
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 Storage means a place where you keep things, often for a short time.
Right, and in the dialogue, I'm gonna have to put most of my stuff in storage means he'll keep his belongings in a storage unit temporarily.
For example, we rented a storage space for our old furniture. That means they kept it safely in another place.
Next up, the phrase, let me know if.
Let me know if.
Let me know if.
This phrase means, tell me if something happens. Super common and really useful in daily conversation.
Yeah, and in the dialogue, let me know if there's anything I can do to help out means, please tell me if you need my help.
For example, let me know if you're coming to the party. That means keep me informed.
Finally, let's go over the phrase, would you mind?
Would you mind?
Would you mind?
This is a polite way to ask someone to do something, and it's followed by a gerund.
Right, and in the dialogue, would you mind looking after my pet tarantula and snake? Means he's politely asking his friend to take care of them.
By the way, look after is a phrasal verb that means to take care of, and a tarantula is a big, hairy spider. Yikes, no wonder the friend wasn't excited.
Exactly. That's why his answer was, sure. with hesitation. He agreed, but deep down, he really didn't want to do it.
Yep. For example, would you mind closing the window? That means, could you please close it in a polite way?
Perfect. Okay, now let's listen to the dialogue one last time and hear these phrases in action.
Okay, that's fine. Bye.
What happened?
That's it. My lease is up. I have to move.
What? Why? Can't you renew it?
The owner apparently is selling this place to make way for the construction of a parking lot.
Well, I can help you pack. We should start looking for a new place for you ASAP.
I think I might move in with my parents for a couple of months until I can find something. You know how hard it is to find a decent place around here. I'm gonna have to put most of my stuff in storage for a while.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help out.
Actually, would you mind looking after my pet tarantula and snake for a couple of weeks?
Sure.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Hopefully, our listeners found some useful expressions related to moving and dealing with unexpected requests.
Yeah? I think it was a great example of how friends support each other, even when they're not completely comfortable.
Exactly. That hesitation in, sure, shows that words aren't everything. Tone and pauses can change the meaning a lot.
Right. And when you're learning English, paying attention to those subtle details can really improve your communication skills.
Exactly. All right, guys, thanks again for joining us today.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review.
We'll be back soon with more real-life English conversations.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.